Hello. 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 Hola. Hi. Whew. I am. Oh. Hello, Joe. Wow. Long time. I haven't seen you on one of these streams in a long time. Hi. Oh my goodness. Sorry if I feel or look a little bit out of it today. Why can't I get this microphone to stay? Go. No. Please, I'm begging. Okay. Sorry if I seem a little bit out of it. I weirdly today have had like a headache all day, and then when I close my eyes, it feels like I'm floating, like, and very spaced out. Like I'm very, like I can feel my brain, like, it's weird, and I don't know what exactly the issue is. So that's cool. That's fun. You'll also notice you're actually it's probably not a big deal, but you might notice I'm missing a pillow on my bed. And oh, wait a minute, there it is. What's it doing over there? So there's a whole story there. You might also notice I'm looking a little bit more saturated than usual. Oh, Chloe's here. Holy cow. Hi. Hey, sis. Everybody's here. This is weird. No pressure. But I have a bit of a tan. I take that back. I don't have a bit of a tan. I have a bit of a sunburn. A bad sunburn. And a watch tan, like you wouldn't believe. Look at that. Look at that sharp line. I could shave with that line. So, basically what happened is this weekend, my grandmother and my aunt, my grandma's daughter, wanted to go up to where my grandfather's burial place was for Father's Day and leave some flowers and just have a moment. So that's really sweet. And we did that. But we were also I should say, like, we've been quarantining. My aunt has been quarantining. So we were pretty sure that neither of us, that we were safe to hang out. And we tried to be as extremely safe as possible because, my grandma's older. So it was a very interesting weekend. I vlogged it. Don't worry, I'm editing that vlog right now. But apparently we were outside in the sunlight more than expected because your boy got so burnt. And I'm recovering, but look at the difference. Oh, goodness. I can feel my face. Thankfully, though, the one benefit of having long hair is that no more, guys, you can back me up on this, no more back of the neck sunburns. You know what I'm talking about? That is the worst feeling ever, a sunburn right there, and I never feel that again. So that's been what's new. What is even more new is the fact that I got pooped on again. Yep, I did. So a bit of a story is this just happened a couple hours ago. We were driving home and our dog starts getting antsy and starts jumping from me to my grandmother in the car. Now, we have been in this situation before. Because for some reason, our dog Emmy doesn't like to poop in the afternoon. So we'll let her out to poo and she just won't. And then as soon as we get in the car, she's like, "Oh, I changed my mind," while we're speeding down the freeway. Now, thankfully, Stephen, you don't know the pain. It's like that TikTok. Ha ha, I got melanin. So we're zooming. We're trying to get home because we know what's coming. And we pull into our neighborhood. We're zooming. We're like, "Oh, please hold it. Please continue to hold it." Emmy is jumping back and forth between me and my grandma. We're basically playing hot potato with her. I'm like, "Why don't you go over to grandma?" She's like, "Why don't you go over to Chris?" And then we're pulling into our driveway. And it's too late. so close. And Emmy poops on me. Poor girl. I mean, I don't blame her because, like, you know, that's a sucky situation for her. It's not like this is a habit, you know. But, yeah. So that was cool. That was fun. My poopy pants are still outside. I tried to wash them down with the hose. So I just got out of the shower just a little bit ago, and my hair is still a little bit damp, as you can probably see. Missed it by that much. It's true. Oh, but I forgot. I brought up the pillow thing. The whole reason for that is because we got to this hotel to spend the night at Mora Bay, which is like where my grandfather's burial place is. So we get there, we get into our hotel, and we're like, you know what, just to be completely safe, like, we sanitize everything. We bought our own, like, spray stuff and wipe everything down. And we're like, we're definitely not touching these sheets. So we brought our own pillows. And as I'm about to put my pillow on my bed, I drop it onto the floor. And I'm sorry, did I say a hotel? Because I meant motel, a budget inn. So that's gross. To put it simply. So it's in my, you can't ever see it. I have strategically placed my, like, dirty clothes basket right off camera, and my pillow is currently on top of the pile that's right over there. So, oh, hello, Susan. You missed a story. But yes, I actually stayed in the same town that Gabe Miller was in, but we weren't able to hang out because it was so rushed. But yeah, so that's how my week has been. I did take some pictures, though, that I do want to show you. Just a couple, because I vlogged. Also, I vlogged this trip, but I didn't use my DSLR, and I didn't use the G7X. I used my phone. And I'm actually really happy with it. Like, really happy with it. Like, personally, I like the style more than the DSLR videos. Now, I know that that's, like, not everybody's gonna like it, but to me, because I shot it, like, ultra wide angle camera at 60 frames a second, and, like, it feels to me a lot more personal and realistic, less like a cinematic experience, but more like true to life. And I know that I love that style with other people. Like, I am much more likely to watch somebody's GoPro vlog of their, you know, vacation as opposed to their, like, big DSLR on a gimbal setup. So that's, yeah, and I can't wait to show you. I'm really excited about it, and I'm really proud. But I will say, because this trip, it took place over the weekend, so I wasn't able to edit and upload my main channel video in time, which I finished. It's done, and it just needs to be exported and then uploaded. I finished it up today. But, because I shot it, actually I shot it like 2 weeks ago, but I just haven't edited it. I was trying to shoot other videos because this trip originally was going to be a lot longer. So I've had this video waiting to be edited for like 2 weeks, and I shot another video that ended up not really working out that I was going to release for this week, but I had that, like, edited and uploaded, but then decided at the last minute I didn't really like it. So it's coming. I'm sorry. The Hey Chris that's what it is this week. It's coming, but it's not there yet because it still needs to be exported and then uploaded. Susan, yeah, Susan's just here. She's stealing you away. Yeah. I mean, that's just how it is. Just look at our subscriber numbers on YouTube. Oh! But yeah, it's been a very interesting week. I guess you want to hear some stories from me? You want to hear how it went? Because I could start at the beginning. We're all just here for Susan. We just haven't told Chris yet. You right. It's true. You right. So the day started out with me waking up at 5 a.m. because our plan was it's a long drive up to Morro Bay from Los Angeles. So we're planning to meet up with my aunt for lunch at like 11 a.m., which means I needed to wake up at 5 to like shower, get ready, clean up, and finish packing. Because the thing is, with trips, right, you can pack, but you can't pack everything. You can't pack your toilet. I mean, at least if it's like a road trip, at least. Where, like, I don't buy the small travel-sized stuff for just road trips because there's no fluid size restriction. You can bring full sizes of things, so I do. But that means I can't I can't pack away my shampoo and conditioner until I've used it that morning. So it's like everything is packed up except for all the small stuff. But, aw, we love you, Joe. We do love you. So, yeah, the morning comes and we leave, like, I think an hour and a half late. Maybe it was only, I don't remember, maybe it was only an hour. I know I told Susan, because I was complaining a little bit to her about it. So we left late. Ironically, because Emmy wouldn't poop. We were like, come on, we gotta go. And she was just like walking around on the grass and we're like, ah. If you can't pack, I meant to say if you can't pack your toiletries, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I still feel very spaced out. This is weird. I'm gonna try and keep talking like normally though. So we're in the car, we're driving. It's a good time. I know, I'm sorry, Susan. Yes. I wasn't able to talk to Susan very much because of all the things we were doing. But yeah, I can talk now. So we're driving along, moving right along in search of good times and good news. I cannot do it. Jeez, that was my Kermit impression. I would just like to apologize to all of the internet in general. I would love to tell you how the road trip went, but to be completely honest, because I woke up at 5 a.m., I fell asleep the entire road trip. My poor grandmother had to fight to stay awake, and I was just asleep the entire trip. Yeah. But we get up to Morro Bay, and holy cow, there's a lot of people out. Which we were not expecting. Like, because obviously there's a kind of a big pandemic going on. And so we're like, oh, great. That's cool. That's terrifying. This was not in the plans. So we're going to have to spend a lot more time. I mean, like, we were thinking, like, oh, if there's no one out, maybe we could, like, walk around at least in the Embarcadero. You know, just, like, no, obviously not go really into the shops, but just do something outside. So that's out of the question. There were so many people out that even still, if me or my grandmother doesn't get it, it's gonna be a miracle. There were so many people outside, and we tried our best to stay away from people, but I mean, I don't know, man. So yes, anyway, we get there, and turns out we got there way earlier than expected. I didn't need to wake up at 5 a.m. at all. We were there like 2 hours early. There was no traffic on the road, which we accounted for traffic. We even took the long way up there, the scenic route, because when you go up from like SoCal to NorCal, which I guess it's more middle California, but there's two routes to go. There's through the 5, which is the 5 freeway, which essentially cuts right through the center of the state, and that's like straight, but it's so boring. There's nothing there but like it's just flat and there's cows, and that's all. Or you can take the 101, which takes you through like wine country, and you see the Pacific Coast Highway, and you see the beach, and it's beautiful. And we elected to go the long and scenic route. And we still got there super early. And it was great. So yeah. And at that point, it had already felt like a full day. We met up with my aunt. And what did we do? I don't remember what came next, actually. Let me see if I took any pictures. What did happen? Oh, yeah. We tried to check out the beach. But there were a lot of people at the beach, so we tried to find a remote-y area. And I want to post some of these pictures. So you're getting a slight spoiler alert. And I'm assuming that's exposed properly. Nope, that is not. That is way too bright. Apologies. Here we go. Picture. Can you focus? Yee. Oh, and my phone is still trying to autocorrect brightness. Susan told me I look like Bucky Barnes with that mask when I was there in Malaysia. And I can't not see it. So it was really neat. It was really pretty. And the seagulls there have no fear of humans whatsoever. So I took this with a 20 millimeter lens, which is like super ultra wide, basically. And then, oh look, it's still me. Can we focus, please? Can we focus? There we go. So yeah, and then we went to the dog park, and I was going to pet my aunt's dog, and then it shook and got slobber all over me. So there's a photo of the moment in action. And we swung by my grandfather's gravesite just to clean it off a little bit, because Father's Day was the next day. And so, thank you, Susan. Thank you. I know, I wish I could show it on stream, but unfortunately I'm booting up into Windows. I'm using Windows on my MacBook, so I can't just like share the photo, which sucks. But I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, Susan, but the ice cream photo, I'm really proud of that. But that's a slight spoiler. But it was so much fun that day. I took this photo because I was just so happy. And that was just the best moment right there, because I was, granted, we had just eaten lunch or dinner, and then I was running around with the dogs, like sprinting, and they were like chasing me. And it was such a wholesome moment. The lighting was gorgeous. The sun was setting, and the weather was perfect, and it felt like something out of a movie. And I was so in the moment and happy, and it was great. Especially, I don't know, maybe it was just because I haven't like really gotten out in 3 months, but this moment was just, it was perfect. So anyways, then we went to my grandfather's gravesite and cleaned off his stone, and that was also a really special but touching moment that I didn't really vlog. I don't vlog those particular moments because they're very personal. I don't think I vlogged because I was a year ago at his memorial. I vlogged the moments leading up to it and then right after it, but the actual time, like, I don't know, it's personal for our family. But yee. And I took this picture, told my grandma to make a silly face, and she did. So yeah, then the next day we woke up at the hotel, which was a very nice hotel. Like, it was called Budget Inn, and we're like, oh boy, it's a motel. I mean, we're getting it, like, it was the cheapest option. Like, oh boy, here we go. But it was a really nice place, and you'll see it in the vlog. And so, yeah. And then the next day we went and got some ice cream because my So you want to hear a story? this ice cream place a couple years ago, my grandmother and my aunt had heard incredible things about this particular place's Lavender Ice Cream. So they drove like 20 minutes to get to this ice cream stand. And they got, their fancy, expensive vanilla flavor, which for some reason was white. And then they also got the cheap vanilla for the dogs. I think you know where this is going. So they get back to the car with the dogs. They give the dogs the ones, and then they go to take a scoop of the vanilla ice cream, and they think, this is a really mild vanilla flavor. Lavender flavor. This is really mild. This just tastes like... Yes. They gave the dogs accidentally the very expensive, bougie, lavender flavored ice cream, and they just got plain vanilla. So this year they were like, okay, we have to know what this... They never got to taste this vanilla flavor. They have to know what this vanilla ice cream tastes like because they've heard just amazing things about it. So once again, we drive all the way to this ice cream place, and they don't sell the vanilla flavor anymore. We'll never know. We'll never know what the vanilla tastes like. What the lavender tastes like. It's a big mystery. But when we were there, I took this picture, and it was such a wholesome moment because that place, it was right by the beach. The wind was blowing. You could hear the seagulls. There was palm trees. I was actually right by a skater park, and someone was playing like surfer music, like on guitar. And it was aggressively California. You could smell the weed. It was just a perfect moment. And that was I took that picture just to capture that feeling. And then I made that my desktop photo on my laptop. So, hey, Holton's here! Ayo! Love the fact that you keep saying vanilla instead of lavender. I regret doing that. My headache's just gonna get worse. But yeah, and then we got in the car and drove home. I believe. I don't think we did anything else. Did we do anything else? No, not really. Oh, we stopped. We have there's a place called Pea Soup Anderson's that my family, when I was growing up, had a tradition that every time we would drive down to this house to stay with my great-grandmother at the time, we would stop at this place. And they had a little, thing, one of those little, display things you could, with holes cut out to stick your head through to take pictures. And we continued the tradition. I haven't taken one of these since, maybe 2005 or so. And we took another one. So the tradition is not dead. It was super cool. And then we came home, and I crashed in bed. And then woke up today at 10 a.m. It was the deepest sleep ever. Dude, where's your water pitcher? I know, I'm sorry. I just grabbed a water bottle for tonight. I know, I am ashamed. Funnily enough though, I did mean to get water, but I was just feeling my head was feeling so weird right before this that I laid down until 6:55. So 5 minutes before the stream, I bolted up out of bed and then ran over here to set up the live stream. Whoops. So yeah, I just grabbed this water bottle and I'm still feeling weird, but a little bit less so. I have my suspicions. I think it's just caffeine withdrawal because I've started to get hooked on having a cup in the morning and then cup at about 2 p.m. and I didn't do that today. So I think that's what's causing this. Oh, joy. Which means I probably need to cut back, which means more headaches and spaciousness. I have a love-hate with caffeine. I love it so much. But my brain, it just, yeah. So that's cool. And I know Susan right now is going, what? You've had too much coffee. Okay, Chris. Sorry, scroll up to read the highlight of my day. You overheard two guys do... Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's... Yeah. That checks out. Been there a couple times. It's always awkward because you're like, nah, I don't know. Headache is a symptom of the little bug that's going around. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, it hasn't been... I mean, we just got back, so I'm assuming that it isn't because of the big C. But I'm hoping it's not. That's cool. If we look at the mirror behind you, we can see ourselves. Yes, I know, that's hilariously framed. That is unintentional, but it works. There we are. Maybe you can see the fact that I'm wearing my swimsuit as shorts because I'm running because I need to do laundry from this trip. So I've started wearing my swims because I don't have a lot of shorts and it's gotten real hot lately. So yeah, I've just been wearing swimsuits around the house as shorts. You know what? Don't judge me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Chris. COVID con. That's good. That's good right there. That's a funny haha pun. Whew. So yeah, I just realized I forgot to ask how your week has been. What's new? What's hip hop happening with a yo? Sir, why don't you just buy more shorts? Is my answer. No, I don't really have an excuse. Other than I don't really want to go inside of a store to buy more clothes, and ordering clothes online is always a risk. And so I don't know. I just have been wearing swimsuits. I have 2 pairs of shorts, and then once those are done, it's to the suits I go, because I weirdly have multiple swimsuits. Because every time I'll temporarily lose one, buy another, and then find the first one. Joe has also not shaved his legs. I know. Same here. Look at that. Look at how unshaved those legs are. Oh, Stephen, you started a college program. That's cool. That's exciting. Congratulations. Grace started driver's ed today. That's super exciting. That's awesome. And I wish you all the best, but please be safe. Yes, Holton is visiting friends in Kentucky. That's super cool. I remember we hopped on a call earlier and had all a conversation about that. So that's cool. Oh, and bye, Susan. Well, I mean, I don't feel like I'm not like goodbye, because I mean we're probably gonna talk later. But well, thank you, Joe. I try just for you. Cassidy got your bookshelf all cleared from children's books and put your own books on it. That is really cool. It's fun, like, I don't know, like making something your own like that. Like, you decide the books you put on that and the order that they go in. And I know that it's not a big deal, but it's like little things that help a lot. Like, I have my own little bookshelf in my closet that I don't really show on camera because, I mean, it's not that interesting. It's just a couple books. But I have like a Rogue One novelization on there. Calvin and Hobbes books, including the original Calvin and Hobbes book that I grew up on. It's good memories there. And yeah, it's just like I can control what order these are put in here in. And that's super cool. We might be getting more baby chickens tomorrow. Dude, Nia, that's really cool. Baby chickens are literally the cutest. Oh my gosh. I remember years ago when I was like a young teenager, we had a friend that raised chickens and goats. And yeah, they were the cutest, the purest little. They're so small and so tiny and so cute. And Chris went kayaking yesterday for the first time in a year. That's awesome. Kayaking is so much fun. Literally, because I know back in North Carolina, there's a place that was offering like a $5 and you can go out there all day. I think so. Or maybe it was just like a couple hours. I don't remember. It felt like for all day for me. So yes, kayaking, so fun. Calvin and Hobbes Rogue One, all the essentials. Yeah, and I think I also have like one photography. What do I have up there? I'm going to go see. Oh, yes, that's right. Here we go. Hang on. Can I just like show off my book collection here? Oh my gosh, my closet door just fell down. Oh, here we go. Oh no. Okay, so my closet door is currently messed up, which the struggle is I can't really show you because the camera's locked down. But let me show you my bookshelf here. Let me just get all of my books from my bookshelf here. Here we go. Okay, so first thing that I have is this little book of Alexander Hamilton quotes. As you will see, I love Alexander Hamilton. The show, the man, I mean, he's okay, but the show specifically, And you better believe I'm excited for July 3rd. So next we have this. Now, what is this, you might ask? This is, in fact, a photo book of my old, quote, photography from, oh my gosh, when I first stole my dad's DSLR back in 2010 and took photos. Look at that. Look at how young I was. I'm baby. Holy cow. Oh my god. As you can see, though, it's falling apart, so I gotta be careful with this. Yes, look at this. Look at how fancy schmancy this photography is. Holy cow. I haven't looked at these in so long. Oh my gosh. Yes, look at this. Look at this. Look at that baby boy right there. There's my sister. And there's another artsy taking a picture of me into a mirror shot. Oh my gosh. So I guess I technically can say I first started getting into photography in 2010. I mean, I didn't really care to learn about it. Oh, and then I got really obsessed with 3D pictures, like stereoscopic. And so I would do the cross-eyed thing. I would take a picture, move the camera over a little bit. Oh, look, it's the original Sammy the Lammy with silly bands. So you know this is authentically 2010. But yeah, so when you cross your eyes, you could see the picture in 3D. Dang. I mean, I haven't looked at this in so long. Holy cow. Oh, and then hello? Did I lose? Okay. Sorry, I seem to have lost internet connection there for a minute. But I think it's back. Don't know what that was about. Oh my gosh! You ready to see something cringy right here? Look at these photos. Look at my hair. Look at this. Oh goodness. So yeah, this is really old, but really cool. Wow. Also, no, this isn't the DSLR the camera that I dropped in the toilet. Oh my gosh. I thought that I was such a cool photographer at this time. I mean, I was like, why aren't these in a museum? But no, there's a reason for that, Chris. Okay, sorry. Oh, look. And then this is fall 2011. I remember taking these pictures, though, is what made me really, like, get into photography. I took a walk in the woods in fall and brought my dad's camera. And, yeah, so these were really... I was really proud of these, and that's what made me decide to really get into photography. So that's the first book. I'm not going to go that in-depth in every book in here, but... Oh, bye, Nia! So the third book I have here is Calvin and Hobbes, the indispensable Calvin and Hobbes right here. The fourth book I have is the original It's a Magical World book that I grew up with. You can see how dirty it is. It's seen many years. I better not get this stream taken down for copyrighted content right here. And then I have this. Now this book, I don't remember when. It was given to me, I think it was like a birthday gift. I don't remember when. It's 2007. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a Christmas gift. Look at this from my grandparents. Merry Christmas and happy movie making, Christian. 2007. Oh, that's really special. So it's just back in 2007 even. So it is just like various shots and explanations of what they do and the emotions they convey. And yeah, so that's neato. Then I have this book that I bought because actually my original flight to see Susan, I thought I wasn't going to have like power. And so I was like, well, I can't use any electronics, so I might as well get a book. So I bought this book just because it looked interesting. I'm a sucker for sci-fi. And then never read it. I need to read it. I want to read it. It looks like my exact kind of book. I love sci-fi. But I haven't gotten there yet. Then what do we have? We have an Instagram book. Yes. Which is ironic because I never actually post on my main Instagram account. It's just like how to take selfies and stuff. And like, I need to post more on my main. Okay, then we have the rumored Rogue One novelization right here, which I did read. And very good. And there it is. Here it is. This is what I was saying about me loving Hamilton. Oh, it has that book smell. So yes, I'm still obsessed with Hamilton to this day. And you better believe once that movie comes out, I'm gonna be reciting. I'm gonna be singing along with the whole thing. Oh, and then I have this book. It's another photography book, but it's like an actual photography book. So that's neat. And that's all the books. That's my bookshelf. Why did I get all of these out? I don't actually really remember. But now my closet door is all messed up. So that's going to be fun to fix after this stream. But yes, I need to get into Star Trek. My dad is a huge Trekkie. Have I mentioned I love my father? Because he was like the original nerd. I mean, he was like an original Marvel fan and Star Trek. And so he's been living for just the movies that have come out this decade. He's thriving. So yeah, he really loves Star Trek. And so I need to get into it so I have something to relate to him with. I've seen the newer ones with Chris Pine, but not any of the originals, and I haven't seen Picard. But yes, it was so weird to see the Anaheim Convention Center in that trailer for Picard, because it's like, that's not a space place. Like, I know that place. You know, I've been in it multiple times. That's weird. I met this Trekkie, an older man, who had an official Trekkie membership card from 1969. Bruh. That's actually really cool. That's really cool. And I bet that is like a big source of personal pride for him. Sorry, I just saw the comment about when my Wi-Fi went out. Like, whoa, jump cut. I'm sorry. My internet connection. My internet around streams is always sketchy. So yeah, that's my collection of books. And it still smells like new books, and it's great. I don't have a lot of books. Honestly, most of my reading is done on like the Apple Books app. That's where I have... library. That's where I have books. Books. Got the Chronicles of Narnia series. Last stream, I mentioned like the Wormling series. That was my childhood, and I found it. So I have those I still need to reread. Wrinkle in Time series. The Mars Diaries that I remember like reading as a kid, and apparently they've rebranded to Robot Wars, which, okay, fair enough. I mean, there's a lot of robots in the original series. And so I started rereading them and like writing down what I think. And I'm thinking maybe one day I'll make like almost like a review of the book. I don't know. There's an idea. Oh, Katie, hey! Welcome. You haven't missed much, except for the story of how I got pooped on again. Wrinkle in Time is great. Yeah, I remember because I was just like, oh, I saw the trail, but someone was talking about the movie, and that made me think like, oh man, I remember being obsessed with those books as a kid, because that kind of fantasy, when it's just like a weird alien world, or like the first, maybe second, when C.S. Lewis wrote some science fiction, and I read those as a kid. Loved the first and second. Was about the third, I think. But yeah, welcome to book club. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like, oh, those sci-fi where it's like completely alien world. Love that right there. I wrote a book report on The Wrinkle in Time. That's cool. Yeah. Because I remember like reading those books, but they were weird to me. And I was like, these are too weird. My parents might not like these. Is this what like being rebellious is? Because I don't think they would. Oh my gosh, I'm being so edgy right now. So yeah, there's a fun fact. Still haven't seen the Wrinkle in Time movie, but please, I'm really curious. Sing My Life. What was like the book report like? Because I'm curious. I just want to know like what that was about. And if you've seen, if you know the story of A Wrinkle in Time. So yeah, oh man, now I want to reread this. Because I've read this a million times. One last time. Wow, okay, I'm not Chris Jackson. History has its... Oh gosh, that's a high note. History has its eyes on you. I can't wait. July 3rd, boys. July 3rd. I was about to say, how did you get around your mom on that one? Yeah, right. I think I actually had to read it for school. Maybe. Or maybe it was one of those things where it's like, you have to read X amount of books this month. And that was one of the ones I picked up. I remember like, at first it was like an obligation to read it. But then really getting into it. A Wrinkle in Time was when I first read and found out about the word tangible. And I still remember it's only in the book twice. Huh. That's fair. But yeah, please tell me, did anyone else read the Wormling series growing up? Because that was my childhood. I reread the teenagerhood, actually, like young teenage, like 13, maybe 14. I reread those and 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 reread those. Throwback to Adler singing "You'll Be Back in Nashville." Oh, that was such a fun night. If you don't know, like for BlimeyCon, a bunch of people and I were like Andrew, I think the Matlocks, although I could be wrong on that one. It's been a while. I know Adler, and who else? Anna. That was the first time that Anna and Andrew had ever met. Whoa. Anyway, a bunch of us were all staying at an Airbnb, and Adler was singing "You'll Be Back" from Hamilton. And it was such a special, fun night. Chris, I was telling my mom about your Hamilton obsession yesterday. Yep. It's still. I'm taking this horse by the reins. Throwback to the chat being spammed with Chris sing Guns and Ships, even though I can't do it well. But oh, the way you were in Nashville 2 weeks before BlimeyCon, the biggest of F's. Yeah, unfortunately, due to COVID reasons, I won't be at BlimeyCon this year, which sucks. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's just getting on a big metal tube with a bunch of people and then breathing in the same recycled air for hours and hours and hours. Doesn't sound like a good idea right now. I was telling her about blah, 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 blah. You were telling her about Guns and Ships specifically. That's hilarious. Yes, Joe won't be at BlimeyCon. Oh, man. I won't get my yearly dose of Joe. I need my cup of Joe, man. I'm sure you have never heard that joke made, ever. Oh, goodness. I'm going to drink more water. Stay hydrated, kiddos. Like Amazing Phil's most recent thing, which, yes, I am still obsessed with Dan and Phil. I don't really grow out of obsessions, just add new ones to the list. Like, I'm pretty sure I still pretty much stan all of the stuff I loved in 2015. Just added new things to that. BlimeyCon this year is just going to be me, Bagel Gabe, Alina, Alija, Alegna. I don't know how to pronounce her name, and I'm so sorry. And the Taylors in a room talking about how much we miss our friends. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a bummer, man. I got so excited. This was going to be like the year that everything was awesome. And then it's not. So it's really hard to... I mean, I'm like... I don't know. This extroverted boy is dying at the fact that he hasn't been able to see any of his friends. Like, IRL or like internet friends. It sucks. Because I'm kind of used to at this point, like, you know, every year you go to BlimeyCon. I go to North Carolina to see my friends and family. And it's like that. None of that can happen this summer. I can't even go see Susan this year or next year, which really sucks. That. Anyway, I'm sorry. Moving on. Let me read the chats before I get real sad. Yes, it's Alegna. I'm so sorry, but thank you. I remember my best friend growing up, he had a sister named Alina, and so that's just what my brain defaulted to, I guess. That just means next year is going to be extra special. You right. Assuming we live until then, honestly. It's hilarious. I made that video about, like, I'm going to college. And then, lol, that aged well. Like, I'm still taking online classes, but it's not the same, you know. I was low-key hoping to, like, you know, oh, it'd be fun to, like, you know, film occasional videos, like, sitting on the grass on campus. That would be really fun and just a change of pace. Well, that's not happening. Sorry, you're stuck with the inside of this room. The inside of this room has probably been more documented than any other room I've ever lived in, including back when I lived in North Carolina. Oh, Steven, I would love that. Please, I want a hug. Please. It's been so long. Cassidy, yes! Hopefully next year. Hopefully by the time a vaccine is discovered and made available, and then it's safe to go out again. That sounds nice. Although, okay, not gonna lie here. You know what I really am hoping that continues to be a thing in American culture? Masks. I love them for multiple reasons. One, I got messed up teeth, and it's nice to know that nobody can see that. I mean, I know I shouldn't, I don't know. It's still something that if you have kind of slightly messed up teeth, you know what I'm talking about. It's always just a thought in the very back of your mind. Plus, I don't ever need to worry about, oh no, is my breath bad? No one can tell. And then it also gets rid of this little pudge right there. It's great. I love masks. I think I would like to just wear one even if I'm not sick in the future. It looks cool, I think. I look like Bucky Barnes. I am wearing pants. I know it kind of looks like I'm not. They're just really short shorts. They're swimsuits. Okay. Mask screw with face recognition technology. There we go. There's another reason. So the only struggle is it messes up with Face ID on my phone. But yeah, I'm 1,000% in favor of masks. Yes, Joe, you get me. You and me, dog. Man, bro, buddy, butterino. If we can, yeah. I mean, if we can get sick people to wear them. But yeah, I feel bad, because I kind of, in my vlog with Susan, last time I was there, I kind of referenced it. But now I'm wow, I've changed my mind. At the time, I thought it was kind of weird. Now I take it all back. Not sock people. Those darn sock people. Imagine wearing socks inside the house. Can't relate. That's the struggle. Do you ever go over to a friend's house and you're am I close enough for, I took off my shoes obviously when I entered this person's house, but am I close enough to also take off my socks? There's a line there and I'm never quite sure where it is. I have a few very select people that I will take off my sock when I enter their house. Oh, okay, Joe. Love you. Joe's the best. High key, the best. We love Joe in this house. Masks are terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future. I can't do, that was a terrible, but yes, I get you. Man, that's a good movie. I want to watch that again. Princess Bride. Still holds up. Still holds up. The life hack is just to wear shoes that don't require socks. Katie over here playing 6D chess. An IQ 600 move right there. Yes, because the thing is, when you take your socks off, that means your foot smell is going to fill the house. But it feels so comfortable. Oh my goodness, and you always wear socks around your house. Excuse me, you just don't like getting your stuff on your feet. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. Yeah. I respect that. I got no snarky remark. That's fair. Steven is insecure about his feet. Oh. There's not a non-weird way to say the next sentence, so I'll just say it. I'm sure your feet are cool. There. See, that was non-weird. But any other way I could have phrased that. Anywho. You're living in the year 3000. Not much has changed, but you live underwater. And then at Katie, how's your great granddaughter? She's doing fine. Doing fine. I can make that joke before Katie has responded to me because I know that like the delay that I won't spoil the joke for Katie. Time. Just like Tenet. Oh, I can't wait to see that movie. I'm so excited for it. I'm not gonna go and watch it in theaters, which sucks. I'm gonna have to wait till it comes out to be home. But that high key looks like an awesome movie. So yeah. That's I think I've pretty much filled you in on everything. I can't wait to release this vlog, although it might be a little bit long. And I'm thinking like I might release it on my vlog channel, which is gonna be like, I haven't put an iPhone vlog or a vlog that's not from this DSLR on the vlog channel in a while, and I might have like a preface ahead of time. But yeah, I probably should finish editing that tonight and tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be up this week. I'll try. There's a lot of footage. I mean, raw, it's like 2 hours worth of footage. So, yeah. Oh, you're filming a cover of Jolene. That song, high key, slaps. But my grandma was like, I bet Jolene hates it. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I need to learn how to sing. So yeah, I just looked at the time and I probably should start wrapping this up. But I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I'm hoping that this stupid headache and weird fuzzy, like I've had brain fog, but this is like on another level, goes away. So, I'll try and lay down later. And I don't know. This is weird. It feels really weird, and I don't know exactly what's going on. But hoping it's just caffeine deprivation. Anywho, on that lovely note, I hope you have a fantastic week. My video that was supposed to be up on Sunday is hopefully going to be up at like 4 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning. 4 or 5, so like 7. Maybe I should do it 3. So it would be 6 a.m. East Coast. So I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying. It was just, I was gone. And I didn't have time to finish editing and export it and upload it. But yeah. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And we'll meet back up here next week. Same time, same place. Thanks for hanging out. You're making COVID quarantine seem a lot less lonely. Do the naps. Thank you. I will try and do the naps. And in the meantime, remember to say it with me. Stay positive.